Alright, so we're back at it, round 3, because I don't know how my camera sucks. So we gotta make 20 or something minute videos all the time. Alright, so let's get back in it. This is the Biblioteca in Columbine, Seville. This shows the writings of Christopher Columbus in 40 folios, 84 folios, and we're getting right into it right now, alright? Will be held for the descendants of the survivors of the subsequent invasion, genocide, slavery, ecocide, and exploitation. You understand that? They invaded us. We are the survivors of the genocide that followed. We underwent slavery, and we are out here doing our thing, thinking we're free, but we are still slaves. The ecocide, they have destroyed your ecosystem. Everything you grew plentiful. You, thousands of years, you worked at agriculture, at fishing, at farming, to create the highest possible outcome and the best possible situation for you and the animal or the plant, so that it would be abundant, so you would be cared for. You can see this in native tribes that recently got taken out, like the Hawaiians. We had Hapua'a system, just like the Aztecs, but our Hapua'a system was from the mountain to the sea. Farms of many different types. One gave resources to the next, so they complemented each other. From the mountain to the sea, different varieties. You want to know how crazy it was? That once it entered the sea, all those nutrients would go into a big, gigantic pond. This pond wasn't a dug out pond. No, it was the shoreline of the ocean, which would be encompassed by giant boulders and put together, holes filled in with smaller rocks. Perfect design onto where certain areas would have flow ins and flow outs, where they would have gates, where that would say what fish, so the smaller fishes would be able to swim out, but the bigger fishes would not be able to. And this is where they would farm the fish. Also, they would take their canoes out and catch ahi. This is how a fully functional native system runs. You would not need to worry. You could have billions of people and you would not run out of food. As long as you stuck to the program, you would not destroy the ecosystem. This is what they don't want you to understand. This is what you created. This is what they destroy, and this is what they try to hide from you. You farmers, your hunters, your creators, your builders of megaliths. You have this in you, written in your heart. That's why sometimes you can listen to people, and sometimes you just can't listen to another fucking word they say, because it's bullshit. It's bullshit, and it's like memes. It's you hear this shit and you repeat it. But we gotta start putting effort into understanding what we're repeating, so that we're not just repeating memes. We're repeating truths, so that people can grow. So let's get to the meat and bones, man. I'm tired of. I know I go off on the lip, but shit, I care, man. Like fuck, I care. All right. Among the earliest and most fascinating witnesses to the latter is a manuscript of 84 folios, dated between September 13, 1501 and March 23rd, 1502. And so you gotta understand, they fucking came, and it only took him less than 8 months to conquer to conquer your ass. I'm not saying the whole continent. I'm saying Mount Zion and the Holy City, and you'll see. Yeah, you think it's a joke. This is in documents, a Biblioteca Columbina. It's located in Sevilla. Alright. And now, preserved in Biblioteca Columbina in Seville, it begins. This is the beginning of the book or collection of authorities, sayings, opinions, and prophecies concerning the need to recover the holy city and Mount Zion, and the discovery and conversion of the islands of the Indies and of all the peoples and nations. For Ferdinand and Isabella are Spanish rulers. So it doesn't, doesn't get any deeper than that, man. Mount Zion, the holy city, was here. I can prove to you that Moses came here during the Exodus. I can prove that the names of the places during Exodus are here. I can prove to you that the Mormons, they did not name those places because they were already named at those places prior. And if you don't believe me, I can prove that they're pre-Columbian artifacts that are Hebrew. So if pre-Columbian Hebrew artifacts are here and construction, then why should I believe you that these were named by the Mormons when it doesn't add up? What adds up? Come on, guys, we gotta use logic. We gotta stop just listening to everything and just going with the flow. Use logic, use your brain. It gave you a brain for something, right? You don't see what's going on around you. You don't see the movies promoting the woman. The woman will usurp you in the last days. You don't understand what's going around you because you do not care. But you will care. I'm asking you to try and pay attention now, so you're not sidetracked like we always are. Alright? If you don't believe that we were here, look what they drew in the 1600s of who was here. Look what they drew. Huh? Is this a European? Huh? Is these Afro women Europeans? Huh? Somebody talk to me, because I want to understand, right? Is this you, or is this them? Does that look like a Mongoloid, or does that look like Negro? Huh? It doesn't look like what we're shown every day. That does not look like it. Huh? I love these ones because these look like Polynesians, like oceanic Negroes. Look, exactly, weaponry, everything similar. Like, when will we wake up and realize that we're the fools? We're the one playing tricks on. They're playing tricks on us, man. When will we get it? I know it's tough to understand, but you gotta wrap your mind around it. Some of us will never get this, but the ones who can, we have to get it. We have to start understanding so that we don't waste our lives and we start researching these things, because you will be amazed. And when you first think about it, it may be like hard to understand, maybe hard on you, but it's actually going to be better for you. It actually makes life easier and makes things much simpler. Look at this guy. Come on now, look at his facial features. This is the king, Montezuma. This is the Aztec king. Don't he look like you? We have to wake up. This is what they show us. This is what they show us. Aztec king. This is what they like to propagate. The Native American Mongoloid. Does that look like him? Does that look like you? Because that's not him and that's not you. We have to wake up. We have to realize that we're having tricks playing on us. And when will we wake up? Because it's not like they're not trying to wake you up. They tell you in every show, in every movie, every single chance they get, They try to tell you and wake you up, but you don't want to. Wake up. You're in the land of Nod. Wake up. This is not you. You ask these guys who built the megaliths. Oh, we've been here forever, but we do not know. Just like Lex says. How the fuck you gonna be here forever and not know? Because you were not here doing these things. You're not building these things. You are not here. Maybe you came later. But this doesn't add up. You know why? I'll show you why. Because this is what they found when they came to America. You see this beautiful woman, copper colored skin, high cheekbones, medium-sized nose, afro hair, but soft to touch, long, his woolly ass hair. You see how beautiful they are? That's why they wanted you out. You know how women gravitate to you? They're women, when you walk around, they're women just, they can't help but be around you, talk to you. They love you, love everything about you. They seen that, they said, fuck these guys. They're better at everything. They're musical, they're athletic, they're deep, they have heart, soul. That's like, these guys gotta go. They gotta go, they gotta go. This is what the Indians really look like, bro. All different types. See? All different types, with not just the Mongoloid. We have to wrap our head around that. It's not just the Mongoloid. See it? See it? Army over here, like, let them cross this shit, we gonna get kinky. We got all these different people. These are all different Indian types. So we've never seen any of them. Well, most of us haven't. And then some of us look like them. So you have to understand. Like, see how this guy has kind of like wavy hair, but it's not springy. It's not growing in springs. It's just kind of straight, but puffy. See, it's straight. He's not you, but he's an Indian, right? He's not an Israelite. Does an Israelite have afro woolly to springy hair? It grows soft, not hard to the touch. See? Pocahontas, that's you, man. That's why you're so beautiful, melanated woman. You're Pocahontas, you're just gorgeous. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to our cultures and to the roots. I'm here to let you know, man. There's many of us out here that can help you. Turn back to the Creator. If that's difficult for you, turn back to the truth. Learn history, and I'm telling you, you're just gonna gravitate to the Creator, because that story is your story. Go back before it's too late. You're beautiful people. Don't let them ruin your spirit. Alright? So, you don't believe me. This is in New York. So New York, Ohio. This is Moses right here. That's Moses with his afro hair. See, his hair defies gravity. See his beard, see how it's all puffy on his cheeks. That's his full beard. Says Moses. That ain't it too. There's a bunch of stuff. I mean, if you don't believe me, look at this. This is in a hidden mountain. So this is buried. It's a mountain that starts underground. So the tip of it barely comes out of the out of the floor. So it's a hidden mountain, and this gigantic rock has the 10 Commandments etched into it. It's a Decalogue tablet. This cannot bring this here. You know, even though they say all the rest of the stuff was brought here as fake. How did they bring this here? They couldn't have. It's in a hidden mountain. It's a gigantic stone. This is real. You gotta understand, everything after the Exodus is in America. This is where all the Bibles happen, here. See? It's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I mean, this is Canaan Mountain Wilderness. It's adjacent to Zion National Park, which is Zin Wilderness. Look, Mount Nebo's here, Mount Abraham's here, IJ Abadarim is here. There's everything here. Jericho, Jordan River, Kanab. Everything is here because it's here. Oh, but the Mormons named it. But why is this artifacts here prior to the Mormons coming? Why did the Indians say that no, they were named that already? That they told the Mormons the names. This is what happened. You were living great lives in big pyramids, mound temples, everything. Palaces, and this is what happened to you. They destroyed you, and this is your ruins all over America, throughout all of America. Huh? All of it. Look, this is you. This is you. You don't believe me? This is from the Annuals of Chakikos and the Lords of Totonicapán. I don't need to bring it up, because you know why? Because I care. So I bought the book. I bought it. I care. I bought a crap load of books. My kids will know the truth. People I know, my Negro friends, my Israelite brothers will know when they don't have money to buy the books, I'll let them use my books. This is from it. These, then, were the 3 nations of the Quiche. So, the Mayans weren't called Mayans, they were called Quiches. And they came, the Caucas, the Coks, the great houses of the Lord Quiches, and they came from where the sun rises, descendants of Israel, of the same language and same customs. When they arrived at the edge of the Red Sea, Balaam Kitz, a native title for one in a religious office. So that's Moses, touched it with his staff, and at once a path opened, and then closed up again, for thus the great God wished it to be done, because they were the sons of Abraham and Jacob. So it was that those 3 nations passed through, and with them 13 others called Vocamag. So not just Israel came, but the Vocamag came as well. We have written that which by tradition our ancestors told us, who came from the other part of the sea, who came from Sivan Talan, bordering Babylonia. So it's all here. We just have to look. We have to dig. You know, we have to. Okay? If you don't believe, look, that is true, there's a whistleblower that would like to share information. I would like to share a few interesting stories that involve the cover-up of an archaeological studies and destruction or hiding of evidence by the Smithsonian. There are little known stories that they have been around for over 100 years. They do share one thing in common: huge history changing finds with little evidence. Many times, the little evidence that is recovered by archaeologists is lost or labeled as, as too extraordinary to be true. Source: the cover-up and alleged suppression of archaeological evidence began in the late 1881 when John Wesley Powell, the geologist famous for exploring the Grand Canyon, appointed Cyrus Thomas as the director of the Middle Eastern Mound Division at the Smithsonian Institution Bureau of Ethnology. So John Wesley Powell, it can be seen that he was possibly a British agent, and he was trying to marginalize and hide the existence of a Negro race of mound builders and advanced Indians. So you can look at this. I have the link, but down here it goes. It says in this. Oh, hold on. How's this one? Josh Rood crammed this collection into 12 rooms of his expanded house. Their startling representations of Negroes, Orientals, and bearded Caucasians were included, as were motifs of Egyptians, Sumerians, and other ancient non-hemispheric civilizations, as well as portrayals of Bigfoot and aquatic monster-like creatures, weird human-animal mixtures, and of hosts of inexplicable creatures. Teeth from an extinct Ice Age horse, the skeleton of a mammoth, and a number of human skulls were found at the same site of the ceramic artifact. This is one of a million things in this article. They got artifacts and they go out to the ocean and just dump it in the ocean. This is the kind of crap that they do. You need to read this article because this article is so deep. Look at these constructions. This is you. That's why they built the Ethiopian church. It's the same construction you use. A branch of you that had been Christianized went there. So once again, this was all because of Pope Nicholas V in his papal bull issued in June 18, 1452. You guys need to get the word out. I like to say, we all have to take these challenges seriously, and we have to make changes in our life with our family. It's going to be hard because most of your family's not going to listen. But you gotta get in there, you gotta get dirty. Not dirty, I mean, you gotta let them attack you or whatever. You gotta let them get their frustrations out and just stay there and just answer them logically and show them the evidence. Don't just sit there and talk to them. Print up these things. Find these documents, print them up. Yeah, print them up. Make little, put different artifacts or articles you have that correspond with each other. Put them in little dividing areas where you can just, when you're talking about a situation, you can just
the pharmacy you
can just resort to that. You just go right in. You go resort to that that book and say, here, this is what I got. You just go through it. Right? Everything you're interested in, everything. Like, there's so many things. Culture of Germany. Okay? Culture of Germany. Peonage. The Willie Lynch. Okay? Blue Bean Project. Rex 84. There's so many things going on. Chemtrails. GMO. heart, weather manipulation, human manipulation, crossbreeding, cloning, deceiving of history and all information. So you gotta get active, get out there, learn. This is serious. Alright, shout out to Lexwill, King Drop, Paramount. Let us find the truth. All these brothers that I think I just started to watch the other one, and all those brothers that came on, Arthur Scott, Hallway, King Drop, all of them. You gotta go out there and support them. Subscribe, spread the knowledge. Let's all work together. It will be a force to reckon. Alright. Peace out. All praises to the head. While I'm a servant of you. Hope all you guys are safe out there. Alright. Peace out.